Today's video is going to cover a couple of quick stories involving 3 generations of PlayStation, so let's do them in order. First up, the PS3. Sony Japan has revealed recently that they will no longer be supporting repairs for the PS3 and the PSP 3000 after May 2019. So if you're looking to get your old PS3 repaired and you live in Japan, better get on that soon. The PS3 also had its production stop in Japan in 2017, so 2 years ago. It's still pretty impressive how many people still play the console to this day, but the console had a solid run and at some point it has to be put to rest. I'm wondering when or if the day will come that Sony will remove PSN support on the console, the PlayStation 3. That'll be a really interesting day, especially to see reactions from fans. But moving on to the next generation, the PlayStation 4. We have a PS4 game update to discuss that could hint at a PlayStation event near E3 time. Reset Era user Sirium was at the Tribeca Film Festival where Kojima was also attending to speak. Kojima spoke about Death Stranding, and I'll have the link below to read all the information that Sirium jotted down, but for this video I want to highlight one of the things he said. Reading the Reset Era post, Kojima says we might see more of the game, Death Stranding, in a month or so, maybe. At this point, we know that Sony will not be at E3 2019, and in a month or so is pretty much E3 season. This sounds like a state of play possibly happening around E3 time, which has me very excited, but I kind of also expected something from Sony around then, rather than them just being purely quiet, and Kojima kind of confirmed it. Now, he did say maybe, but that could also just mean that Death Stranding might not be in the video, the state of play video that Sony releases. For me personally, I hope Sony finally updates us on all of their already announced big exclusives like The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and of course Death Stranding. Maybe Sony might even finally drop some release dates, who knows, but I'll say this has me excited for E3 season even more. And finally, the PlayStation 5. Sony announced the next generation of PlayStation out of nowhere on a Tuesday out of all days. Some wondered why they did this, and many believed it was to get ahead of Microsoft, who is rumored to announce their next generation console at E3, and that makes sense, but we have the credible Jason Schreier shining some light on the situation with the following post. As I stated on today's Kotaku split screen, if you're wondering why Sony randomly dropped PS5 news last week, one reason is that I hear a bunch of third-party studios are getting dev kits this month. Sony knew info would start leaking now, so they beat everyone to it. So there you have it. More developers are getting dev kits and are digging into the PlayStation 5 as we speak. And as Jason said, leaks are to come, so I'm curious if there's anything else that'll get leaked that Sony hasn't already stated. I guess we'll see in time. But are you sad to see support for the PlayStation 3 ending in Japan? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. It really supports the page and I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every other day except days there's something really interesting and I'll just post a video on that day. I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, harass, destroy, obliterate, and incinerate the comment section with give us some dates. Because at this point, Sony, you guys have teased us with many first-party exclusives and second or third-party, however you want to say it, for Death Stranding. And we haven't gotten some dates. Last of Us 2 was announced in 2016. I think it's time we got some information as to when this game is possibly going to release. I'm hoping for 2019. So if you feel the same way, destroy the comment section with give us some dates. And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays tuned into my videos. And now, I'll check you guys out on the next one.